Today we took a road trip, a little mini road trip. We're down in the Eugene Springfield area. We will be shopping thrift stores, antique malls, looking for good deals.
We're going to be in and out of these stores today because when we do road trips like this, our goal is to find as many good, valuable things for resale or amazing vintage treasures for our home as we possibly can. So we're going to try to hit as many stores as we can today. These are my favorite kind of thrift days. So we do kind of get in and get out of the store quick. We're still going to look at things. We're still going to find some amazing stuff, but we're going to hit a lot of thrift stores today.
You ready to rock?
I'm ready to rock.
Let's go.
It's kind of a cool print, a little pattern on it. Acrylic. Need a little cap?
I don't think that would work.
I can't see you in a cap like that.
No.
I kind of want to though. Kind of an interesting base on that coffee table. Look at this lane cedar chest. This is amazing. It's so similar to one that I've seen before. It's kind of got similar legs to the one we have. Let's see if we can open it. Yes, it is lane, and it has a $1,000 guarantee against moth damage. I love it.
Okay, so when this thing was made,
Yeah.
in the 50s or something, probably the 50s.
This looks more like a 50s model.
$1,000 is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
And what is going to be in here that's worth that much?
Pendleton blankets have always been worth a lot of money, so maybe like 6 Pendleton blankets.
$2,000 at $1,950.
You have some really were.
They put a crazy number on it just to be like, this is how much we'll guarantee it.
That's awesome. It looks
think
so
there's no
beautiful
guarantee,
inside.
Right? Is it 2 E's at the end, or is it all?
That sure looks wrong to me, but don't ask the dyslexic person that stuff. So it's $139.99, and it is 25% off because all of the white tags are 25% off, but it's got too much work for us right now. I mean, it's beautiful. I love the legs. These kind of look dirty though. Does that come off?
That's just dirt. It
Yeah,
comes
that's
off.
just dirt.
It's more the top needs
Full sandy.
refinishing, and then there's some pretty deep scratches. That's a pretty deep one. That's not just a oil out.
Interesting, the stain on it almost makes it look like rosewood, but I'm quite sure the grain on it's not rosewood.
It's a mahogany stain on like oh yeah, cherry.
Interesting. Not for us, but it's too bad because we have a car or we have a van big enough to fit it in. Not quite right.
On projects.
No projects, and we're looking to be picky. Just because we have the space doesn't mean we're going to stop being picky. This is why I love getting out of the Portland metro area, because look at how stocked these shelves are, and I feel like these stores just don't get picked over as much. There are pickers down here in the Eugene Springfield area, but there's not as much competition as up north. It's kind of a nice little mug rack, $3.99, white tag, so it's 25% off. Haven't been picking up many mugs though lately. I was thinking maybe for taking to the pop-up event, but I haven't really been picking up a lot of those. Wooden easel for $2.99. It's kind of cute. I think that's Italian pottery, but it's got a huge chip on it. $2.99. That's pretty. All hand painted. I was looking at this bird. I think it's really pretty, but it has a chip on the other side of the beak. Could be fixed because it's pretty small. $4.99 green tag.
This polar bear, sorry to interrupt your awesome find for this polar bear is supposed to be on its back, but I think it's so much cooler when you stand
He's
up.
dancing. He's like doing the Macarena. So back to what I was going to show them. Some brass ashtrays. They're nice, but $5.99 for the bigger one and $5.99 for the smaller one. So we're gonna pass on those cute little birds. Striking out, but we've still got some good rows to go through. This is beautiful. $5.99. That's neat, and it's got the glass vase in there so you can put water in it. Very minimalist. Looks hand turned. Was yellow on sale? I can't remember now. I know white was 25% off.
Yellow was something.
One of them's 50% or 75%.
50.
50? Sweet, 50% off.
This is an interesting one.
It sure is. It's like a telephone cord.
Because it's not like 60s, it's later than that.
Is it new? It doesn't look
I
new.
think so.
It can't be new. It's got to be at least 80s,
I
right?
think it's,
Oh, does this have a date on it?
I was trying to see if this is plastic. That's kind of some.
But you could replace these parts and just keep the enamel and the glass
Yeah,
to recreate it.
you're totally right. I think this is like 80s, maybe early 90s. See yellowing of this plastic. So
Yeah, so you can tell it's not new.
got some cheap kind of components to it. But like you said, if I strip all that away and just use the shade,
You can add a brass rod to it. Wow, that's so cool. How much is it?
$14.99, but it's yellow, so it's
So it's half off? $7.50.
yeah, let's give it a shot.
What a good find.
We just said we weren't going to do project pieces, and then I got a project.
It just has to be the right project piece.
That's right.
One that you're excited about. I think that's the thing. You just have to be excited about it, because if you're not excited about it, you won't do it. So I know this is probably new, but I kind of think it's adorable. Walmart. That's pretty cute. It's 25% off, so it's $7.50. Gonna pass because it's new, but that would look really adorable styled up. I actually had a similar one that had two rods going down it in my sister's bedroom when I did her makeover. What would you put in this?
All I see is the leaves. What is it? Calories?
It's interesting. It's kind of,
Not right.
yeah, it's kind of
It's close.
wonky. It's hard for me because of the colors. I'm just not drawn to the reds. I stopped filming for just a split second and you missed me go when I flipped it over and saw Heath. I never find Heath pottery. I'm so excited, and now
We got 4 bucks.
there's a crack.
There's a crack?
Yeah. But there's more?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. We're gonna now check
Two more.
all of the shelves. Heath pottery. Oh no, that one has a crack too. Are you serious?
Ooh, yeah, it's a bummer for you.
I never find it, and they're all cracked. Is that one cracked?
It's got, I don't know if that's a crack or just a
Oh,
scratch.
that's just a little marking, discoloration.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we got a winner.
You get 1 mug.
I get one Heath mug.
Is that for home?
I guess so, since I only found one of them. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. We gotta check the rest of the shelves though, just in case. Those are kind of neat. I really like the glaze on them. What does that say? Mammoth?
USA. We got 4 of these.
Those are pretty neat. I like the big giant size on that. And my one Heath. What if there's a whole stack of plates or cups? Now we gotta do a deep dive. Leave no plate unturned. These are not Heath, but they are pretty and they're artist signed, $2.99 each. And that's 25% off because it's a white tag. And there's a nice little stack of these back here. These would look really pretty layered with chocolate brown plates. It's so cool being able to actually get in the van and pack things up. This is great. So we've got some paper. We're gonna get things packed. We've got bins here to start filling up. I ended up getting the Pendleton and had the tags in the pocket and see how much it was retail. Doesn't say. I'll have to Google it. So cool though. Even has the extra button. I didn't even realize that the plates that matched this fondue pot, they were signed, but I didn't realize that they were vintage Swiss pottery stoneware by Landert. And then I found the larger pot because I started doing a bigger dive into the shelves, and I saw this one and it actually had Landert on it. I think the other ones were signed with an L. These Swiss fondue pots are from the 70s, and this is probably worth around $40 to $75, and each plate is probably worth around $20 to $30, which is really exciting that we found a full fondue set.
I'm good for fondue. I'll take fondue anytime I can
Remember
get
when
it.
we had the fondue in Switzerland?
Yeah.
It was so good. Heath pottery. Can you believe it? That was a really good find. I look for Heath pottery all the time. Apparently it's pretty prevalent here in the Pacific Northwest, and I never find it. So this is really exciting for me. I wish the other cups wouldn't have been broken. That's too bad. If you're not familiar with mid-century Heath pottery, you've got to check it out. They're quite valuable. It might look a little plain on the shelves, but my key for finding designer pottery that's valuable is always look for something a little bit different. And you can see how cool and different the handles are. Now we are headed to Goodwill, which is just down the road. There are several great thrift stores here in Springfield. We're going to hit Goodwill, and then we're actually going to go to one of our very favorite antique stores, and that is Time Travelers Antiques. That's kind of neat. Original abstract art on a board. $3.99? Oh, yes. That was the easiest decision I've had to make today.
I think we're going to find all sorts of kind of things like that. Just because it's a college town, it's so like you're going to get these college students.
A lot of creativity going on down here.
Like this crazy eagle snatching this fish.
I saw a bald eagle on the way down here.
Down.
Nice, Rochelle. I love going to stores that actually have original art. It's exciting. Oh, liquor cabinet. Yeah, I think so. Oh, interesting. Look.
Oh.
You pull it, it's like, I need a drink. Or is this a tobacco cabinet?
Oh, I think it's tobacco.
Yeah.
This is for pipes.
Yeah, tobacco cabinet.
I don't know what that could hold.
I need a smoke. Some pretty Oregon myrtle wood. I like the little plates. These are handmade. Ooh, that one's really pretty. $1.99. That's interesting. That's a lot of work for a shoe you can't wear. Carved wood boot laces, replica of 1800s. Somebody must have had it at an antique store or vintage store. These are kind of cute with the faces on them. Little carved wood mugs. They're $6.99 pink tag. That's teak. I'll take that. Blue, $6.99. Oh, wow. That's cool. It's kind of neat because it's a wheel. It's supposed to be a wheel, but it almost looks like a sun, half sun. $9.99. I actually like that. Kind of looks folk art looking too.
Ready for it.
Oh my, a 45?
You play 33 on here.
Oh, darn it. I was trying to act like I knew something by knowing a 45. I didn't know there were 33s.
That's a long play, no P.
I was so proud of myself for dropping like that it was a 45.
I'm getting this for $12.99.
Awesome. Exciting. That's what I was thinking too. I'm not sure. They're pretty. $4.99. Cool design. Made out of birch. How much are they?
price individually. That's $2.99.
$2.99. Kind of like this one, but it's $6.99. I'm on the fence. You're considering this Francoma vase, but it's $6.99. I think it's probably worth $25, maybe. It's kind of pretty color and there's no chips or cracks. But I'm kind of liking what we got going on here with the handmade stuff. A little more rustic. I just found a Frank Lloyd Wright book. Awesome, Falling Water. That's really cool. $3.99. Have you ever seen a more new haul? It's like everything I love. Before we head to Time Travelers Antiques, we're gonna stop at Antique Peddlers, one of our favorite spots here in downtown Springfield, Oregon. That's way awesome.
It's kind of missing some of the pieces. Oh no, it's a shell. It's supposed to be there, I guess. I was like, it's missing pieces, so little things falling. I feel like it would be hard to clean.
Well, it kind of looks dirty because of the texture of the resin on top, but that is awesome.
I feel like it needs a coating of like actual resin that like would fill it all in.
That'd be neat. Kind of like the agate tables.
Right.
Wow, how much is it? Like, is that worth working on?
Because the base is really not good on it. $110. It's got like an old sewing machine base on it.
Oh, yeah, you could pop that off and put on different legs. That's really neat.
Yeah.
Look, Jesse, it's a whole set for you. You always point these out every time you see them at Goodwill.
I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm happy that I know something.
Well, I'm proud of you. Every time you know something, I'm proud. I like this. It's a liquor bottle, I think. The head comes off. Not easily. $32. That'd be so cool sitting out on a bar, though.
Till like someone's like, can I get a drink? And you rip a horse's head off.
Well, I mean, I don't think you have to rip it. You cannot reuse this bottle or sell it. Federal law. They're breaking the law.
Do they know they're breaking the federal law?
I'm sure it's just to refill it with your own liquor and sell it. I like it. I'm kind of into this horse. How much is it? $32.
Jim Beam.
I actually think I want to get this.
Really?
I do. It's a surprise for me as well. I think I might be as shocked as you are, but I kind of have this concept for a bar cart and it needs to see it through. We're going to be doing a follow-up design video to this episode, and I think that's going to happen.
Are you going to refill the bottle? We're on YouTube and you're blasting that you're going to break a federal law by refilling this.
I'm going to do it, but I won't resell it. I'll just pour it for ourselves.
Well, if you end up in prison.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm really excited. We had already talked about doing a design video at a later time with some of the finds from today, so that'll be a fun little challenge for me to decorate a bar cart with it. This is the reason I come here. We're about to see so much
To gawk.
goodness. I'm already gawking. Let's have the first gawking moment. We're getting it too. It's $20. So we're not even just gawking right now. We're gawking and buying. Let's go start a pile. This is interesting. It's lucite with little flowers in it. $38. I'm going crazy over here. Last time I got a Batosi for, I think, $20. $2? $2?
That's $2.
It's $2. That's what it says, right? That says $2.
That says
It's a dollar sign and $2. Candle holder. It's got a couple little tiny chips on the rim, but nothing to stop me from getting that for $2. This is $6. Look at this beautiful raku bowl. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna get both of those.
Is this not what I'm thinking?
Oh, you're thinking Robert Maxwell.
Yeah. No.
I don't know. I don't think so. It looks a little bit wrong to me. What does it say?
Betty Bell or something.
Betty Bell.
Someone made it.
I love this one. I've passed on this one before. It's $75. I still think it's worth it, but I think I'm going to pass again. This one's really interesting. It's 1930s and it's $65. I'm going to take a look at the bottom of this one. Got a beautiful Italian vase. Still has the original sticker. It's only $9.50. Handmade in Italy. All right, we got more for the pile. I love this one. That one's only 20. It's Bennett Welsh. Oh, amazing. Holy cow, look at this one with the birds painted on it. I love the color and the texture. This one's only $9. Oh my goodness, absolutely amazing pricing. So here's another Bennett Welsh. This one is one of the symbols I'm more familiar with. It looks like a little fish with hair. And then it's B Welsh, $35. That's still a pretty good price. This is a pretty rare one. And I love this little weed pot. Oh my goodness. It's got an M on it. 65. Pricing's kind of, yeah. They might know who M is.
Yeah.
I don't know who M is. So I'm not gonna get it for 65, even though it's really fabulous. This is the case I go nuts over.
There's a Batosi.
It's not just a Batosi, but it's the pattern I collect. It's $2.95 and well worth it. We're not gonna get it because we're buying for the shop and for resale.
$25 weed pot thing.
Oh, that's neat. You love those little ones that have the different stems. Every time you see one, you point it out.
I like it. Sorry.
Do you want to get it?
Yeah, we can get it.
Okay. Look at this little owl. Oh, he's so cute. Are those nails for toes? I think they are.
Toenails.
$12. That's pretty cool. Very industrial. He's adorable. This is beautiful. An old Moroccan lantern. $85.
It's got West German.
No, it's the Bauer. We actually had a pink peachy colored one, and I think Jean-Pierre broke it. He jumped in Monster and it fell over. It was probably Lorenzo, actually. He's the naughty one. That is wild. We've been seeing some interesting vanities lately. We had the one at Habitat in St. Helens that had the rolling section. That one's kind of fun. I can't decide if I love it or not.
It's bird's eye maple.
If that got restored. It shows its age, but if that was restored, it could be pretty incredible. So this is cool because this one is not glass, it's metal. So it just goes to show that it can be done with a metal shade instead of a glass one. And the light probably just shines down through the gaps. And in case you don't know what we're referring to, we found this exact same base without the shade at Goodwill recently. And we are on the hunt for a shade like this.
I'm taking photos, so in case we see it, something.
We know what to find.
They are so awesome there. The ladies there that work there are so sweet and helpful. We just scored so good. We didn't even realize until we got started checking everything out that the sales were so good. Almost everything was 20% off of the pricing that we were showing.
There was one vendor that was your vendor.
His name's John, so shout out to John. I love your taste. Even everything I didn't buy, you have really great taste. Everything in your space is great.
Right.
Excellent taste.
Yeah, kind of looked like our house in that corner.
I want to learn a little bit more about a few of the pieces of pottery that were signed that I didn't know who they were. We got some Bennett Welshes. We got some good stuff in there. We got Italian pottery. I'm excited. All right, now we are actually headed to Time Travelers Antiques, and this place is massive. It's going to be good.
Whoa, look at the Santas! Santa!
Santa! Oh my God!
It's kind of creepy.
He looks very old.
It's like a baby with a beard and mustache. It's kind of creepy.
It's impressive. It's an impressive collection,
It's
though.
weird. It's weird.
They do not want to be in that sleigh with Santa Claus right now. Look at this frame. It's curved. 75. Wow, that's amazing. I can't do 75 for a frame, but boy, I hope I find one someday because that's pretty cool. Jesse was just spotting they've got our canister we just got recently thrifting, and then also the same wine racks. We're complimenting how good of taste this vendor has. Apparently we have good taste too. This is a neat lamp. It's a lucite, 1970s eyeball lamp. Robert Sonneman, $325. That's a really neat lamp too, $345.
Trying to collect a bunch of little swizzle sticks. I don't care where they're from and what they are.
You don't care at all? There's no preference?
Not really.
You just want a variety.
I just want a bunch of swizzle sticks.
How much are these? Are these priced individually?
No, I don't think so. It's probably like the price per thing. I like, oh, this one doesn't have the whistle on it. I like the one, these ones have the little whistle. We bought this old microwave at Goodwill once. It's the exact same one. Remember in Vancouver?
That is so funny.
We never really used it.
No, we didn't. Sure looked cute though.
It's heavy as heck.
Did we sell that on Craigslist, I think?
I think so.
Back in the day.
Potentially. When I was a kid, I always wanted one of these.
So you could be a sorcerer?
It reminds me of like that movie Weird Science. No?
What's a Bitosi? Oh no, there's no price. I don't know how much it is. Do you remember when I went to Reno on the road trip and I found a whole bunch of the bird bowls? I also have sold some of these horse bowls on my website before. You're just saying I haven't seen one in so long.
Yep, there it is.
I ended up getting the Bitosi horse bowl for only $15, which was a really good deal. I think they're worth around $50 to $60 per bowl. They are Bitosi though, so that's kind of cool for 15 bucks.
I just said you're so lucky I'm not going to ask for that right now.
That thing's massive.
Like I kind of want that in our living room.
Not, it's too big for this.
Yeah, we don't have quite the right living room, but look at this. It's like a terrazzo circle. It's got a huge chunk missing. That's too bad. I learned about a new kind of pottery very recently. It's called, it's called sewer tile pottery.
Sewer tile pottery?
Sewer tile pottery.
Sounds not something.
I know, it does sound that way, but it's actually pretty cool. I'll tell the story later. I'm excited about this. It's so pretty. There's some damage to the lid, but $8.99, and I think the white was 25% off at the other one, so I'm going to assume it's also that here. We're crushing it on the Bennett Welshes today. Just found this decanter $4.99 green tag. I just sold a large pot that has the same pine cone pattern on it too. Look at that birdless necklace. That's pretty sweet. These come with the candle snuffers. I want just the snuffers.
You just want a snuffer?
I just want the candle snuffers. Those are pretty good. $10. There's 2 of them. They each have their own candle snuffer. Oh, I see why it comes with it. It actually holds it right there so that you have it with it. That makes sense then. These are interesting. Little chickens. They're porcelain. $3.99. I think they're egg cups. I don't know if they're newer or not. There's a little bit of coloration on the bottom rim. I don't know. Those are kind of fun. I think for $3.99, I'm going to chance it that they are not a new production. It'll give me something to Google. It's too bad that's so scuffed up. $99 2-piece set. Here's a tile table. Ooh, this is interesting. Jesse, look. A tile top table. That's kind of cool with the design in it and the shape. It's $39.99 and it's a white tag, so it's 25% off. Yeah, let's bring that to the pop-up event. We're loving this vintage dresser. It's in really good condition. It's $49.99 and it's 25% off of that. And the drawers slide really good and they're not too dirty inside. Yeah, I think that's a really good buy.
It's white tag, and I think it's 25% off. Yeah?
Yep, 25% off. This is so awesome being able to just load up right here. Not even worrying if it fits. It's a whole new world for us. We still have a lot of room. It's gonna take a while till we get on the road and actually really fill this thing up. That's gonna require a week of picking. Go scope the new cards first. Looks like all Christmas in this one. This is a pretty little piece of handmade pottery, $1.99. Colors are really pretty. Way to wait to get down this aisle. It's the popular aisle.
It's so real there.
Yeah, 2 carts can't fit by each other. $12.99. It's kind of a pretty mug. I actually think that's new, made to look vintage. Maybe magnolia. Sometimes the more beat up, the better. This beautiful black pottery is only $1.99. It's artist signed on the bottom. It's hard to make it out, but I'll do some digging on that. I was very excited about this, and then I saw that big crack on the back. So we're not getting that, but I am going to get this beautiful little bowl. It's very tiny. Nice little salt cellar, 99 cents. It's a whole set of them, 4 of them. They've got the artist signature GW, $12.99.
If you just Goodwill brand.
It says $12.99 each, but they're all together, so I think it's $12.99 for all of them. Did you just say it's the Goodwill brand?
Yeah.
They started a pottery line.
They just started their own pottery.
I like
how much pottery they see you buy. They just were like, okay, we're just going to start our own pottery.
I'm doing good on pottery. I like this one too. It's a little wonky, neutral, good one to mix and match. And then look at this beautiful Mexican pottery set. Little dish with all the cups. They're so cute. All of this is hand painted. Oh, I'm gonna leave that though, but I love it. Appreciation.
I think they are like you would load them in like a player piano.
Oh.
And then it would play the music on them.
Oh.
That's my...
Yes, it's got the little missing spots.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So these are songs, basically.
Poor Butterfly.
And then you load them in.
Spring Song.
Maybe it's not a piano, maybe it's some other device or something, but I think it's a piano, probably.
Interesting. I wonder if they're valuable. I mean, definitely not our thing, but it's always fun to learn of the value of items in the history. My Baby's Arms Foxtrot. How funny. We'll have to look them up just for fun. I love this bell. Look at this. It's got a cow on one side. Wait for it. And a human cow on the other.
It's a goat.
With the smile. No, see, that's like a normal... Oh, a goat on the front. Yeah.
This looks like a goat.
Okay, fine. It's a goat.
That does not look like a goat. No, I do not think that's what goats look like.
I thought you were trying to say that was the goat, and I'm like, look at the eyelashes and the lips. Anyways, $3.99. I actually really like it. I think it's pretty fabulous.
I mean, it's weird.
It's weird. Sure. Weird is good. Let's get it. Very folk art looking. Watch that hand. He's trying to try himself not to grab. He's like a 2-year-old. Come on down to the super thrift, get thrifty with us. All right, folks, this is our last stop of the day. We are here at Super Thrift in Eugene. I'm hoping for furniture. Need any hutches?
Nothing jumps out.
Nothing's jumping out at me either. It's too bad this isn't the original finish, because that is a nice antique dresser. It's got little caster wheels on it, and then there's this little mid-century one, but it's not a very high quality. It is nice, but you probably want to strip that to its original wood. It's kind of got a weird color to it. Green is 50% off, but that's yellow. We're gonna leave it, see if there's anything else good. Made in Portugal. Broken, but pretty. That look neat with little flowers coming out each one. Oh, this is nice. This is heavy. $4.99. That's an old kind of tribal looking brass bowl. Probably from India, I'm guessing. But it's very high quality compared to just mass produced. And this is kind of cute too. That's more mass produced. See how it says India on the bottom, kind of dotted, etched into it. This is more hand forged. I like this one.
This is India too, right?
A lot of really good quality brass out of India. I love these. I've never seen one this big. I love this mixed metal. I have a little tiny one of these, but it has a lid. That'd make a pretty tray. I like the shape on it. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Some candles in it. We're gonna go for that tray and that.
Yeah.
Ooh, booyah is right. Holy booyah. Wow, they don't have any chips. At least that one doesn't. Look at that. $169.50.
Someone's got listed.
California pottery.
Jaru, gray, sphere, sculptural bookends.
Oh my gosh, and the color on these is killer. It didn't have any chips until Laura got a hold of it.
They're only $1.99 a piece.
$1.90. Hold on, I gotta show them my excitement real quick. 1 second. $1.99? Are you out of your mind? That's awesome.
Cheers.
Perfect pair.
Cheers, babe.
That's beautiful. $7.99. What a gorgeous wooden bowl. Jesse's just walking down the aisle. He's so happy.
I'm not gonna, I mean, we're a team, babe, but
That's his find.
I did find this.
He did. He was.
But we are a team.
That's really sweet of you to say, but I'm happy to let you have that find. I think I have hundreds of my own finds.
We learned something new tonight. Jaru of California pottery. These are really rare. It looks like there's only a few available online. It's got some of the original stickers on it. They were $1.99 at Super Thrift.
I love Super Thrift.
Yeah, it's your favorite, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like every time we go there, it's not very crowded and we find something cool.
Yeah, we had to wait in a line of about 20 people to check out of Goodwill just now, which is fine, especially because it's Black Friday, so people are out shopping. But it's also nice to walk into a thrift store and there's like 2 people in the store. Man, this is a good day.
I know.
We're pretty excited about everything. We didn't end up filling up too much space in the back, but honestly, this is just going to be the way a lot of days are. I feel a little bit of pressure because we have a van, like I'm supposed to be filling it, but the truth is we're still looking for smalls that we can sell on our website. That is our #1 priority. If we come across something great like the vintage dresser, we can now sell it in our pop-up events that we've been doing with PDX Estate Marketplace.
All right.
Time to hit the road. He needs a coffee.
I need a coffee.
Got a late night drive back.
I'm gonna drive back.
We shut down the thrift stores today.
Not that late.
It's like
Yeah,
6:15.
it's just dark. It's winter, so it got dark.
Yeah, and it takes like 2.5 hours to get home.
Yeah.
So we're headed back home. I think there's enough stuff that we picked up today that there's got to be a design episode that comes out. Part 2 of this. If you're watching this right when the video came out, stay tuned. It's coming soon, part 2. If you've watched this video even a few days after it came out, part 2 is probably already out. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next adventure here very soon. Stay tuned for part 2 of today's episode where I'm going to pull all of these goodies out and do a full haul recap. I'll go over the values of each item, how much we spent on it, and of course, my favorite thing, decorating with them. If part 2 has already come out when you are watching this video, I will link it in the description below. Have a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see you in the next episode.
They're not ergonomic. Everyone had finger sprains back in the day. Carpal finger.
Carpal finger?
Yeah, that doesn't...
from your Heath pottery and your
I don't think that's a thing.
Still rolling? Why is it still filming? Have we been filming this whole time?
I guess so.
Good thing I'm going to edit all that out.